great moment for these little mascots. Here's Achi again from Junsar.
And for the final in red, from Iran, Mirhashem Hosseini.
Well, Mirhashem Hosseini, I was going to say fresh from that win against Bradley Sinden, but he was ran close by the youngster from Doncaster. A win against the Olympic champion as well. Mirhashem Hosseini makes his way in.
Being brought in by another little girl from Doncaster, Elizabeth Adamson from Scorpion Taekwondo. Very happy, very excited.
I think you should be running for the local mayor of Doncaster, Sarah. You've managed to get that in.
I might as well. Let's do it.
That's it. Be proud of your heritage. And speaking of heritage, well, top class Taekwondo nation, the Islamic Republic of Iran, going against the foundation nation of Korea. Dae-hoon, of course, the prohibitive favourite coming into this one. However, there has been signs. Had a little conversation with me before. He said he's got such a packed schedule, had to win the Korean Nationals, had to win the Asian Games, had to win the Rome Grand Prix. Here he is again. Tiredness can kick in.
It can, and then Hosseini, he's the only person that's beat him this year. You know, third time lucky for him maybe. So he's got, you know, he's got something to really gain from this. He wants to win this.
Make some noise!
Yeah, as you say, will it be repeat or will it be revenge? Dae-hoon going against Mirhashem Hosseini, the three-time world champion. A couple of Olympic medals to boot as he boots the head guard there to test. And Hosseini, been very, very good value all season. He himself won the Asian Games in the higher weight division, the 73s. So he boils down to 68s, but it all boils down to this one. Day number one. Final number one. And who's going to be the number one at the end of this one? Going for gold. Dae-hoon from Korea, Mirhashem Hosseini from Iran. 6 minutes to decide, and it's the Korean that decides straight away.
Very strong start there from Dae-hoon. Not as relaxed as he was in the first match. He's really ready to put his stamp on this match.
As you rightly say, stamps to the chest of Mirhashem Hosseini. Starts with that nice two-pointer, nice twisting kick from Hosseini, something different from him. And of course, when you share the ring with someone so many times, there's a danger you can fight the match that you'd fought previously. So sometimes you've got to change things up.
Yeah, I think that's right, John, exactly. If he's got beat twice by him this year, then he needs to do something different.
Making the difference on the scoreboard, Dae-hoon just plops that push kick onto the board.
Just finding, again, he's a master, again, another 6 points with the same shot, finding where the gaps are on that body armour, and by doing that, easy 6 points.
As you say, free and easy, 6 to the good. Those push kicks landing perfectly. And Mirhashem Hosseini, well, Bradley Sinden would tell you, not easy to hit,
no.
But not so for Dae-hoon.
But for me, Dae-hoon, what do you do now? Do you go back? Do you shut down? Do you move around the ring?
I love the way you're looking at me for an answer.
Is he always going to find those shots?
Last year, we got Lee, who's an excellent fighter.
I think you're absolutely right. He's always got that option, but do you just throw caution to the wind and try and turn on the power? But turning on the quality again, of course. Well, the main man for a reason. The only thing that's eluded him has been Olympic success. Lost out to Ahmed Abagosh. A good punch there from Hosseini. And what the Jordanian did in that Olympic Games, threw caution to the wind, started spinning, doubling, did all sorts, and Dae-hoon got caught in the headlights.
Yeah, exactly. So these people need to look at that and see how they can change it up, mix it up. You can't just play Dae-hoon's game. If you go to his pace, you'll probably lose.
In all probability, Mirhashem Hosseini has to turn on the afterburners and give it some welly here. But it is Dae-hoon justifiably in that lead. Changes now into that open stance. More than happy to invite the Iranian in. We've also had a good chance to talk to him before. Good punch from the Iranian. Headshot just missing.
Excellent cover by Dae-hoon. He knew he was going to come in with a punch, put his arm in front of the body armour, and then move back out the clinch ready. Nice, excellent. Changed it up Hosseini changing it up, not just going for the front leg, twisting kick, and then back out of the clinch, not engaging. Great option.
A great option and very engaging fair here. 9 points shared, Dae-hoon. And we had the momentum, took it clean and clear. Of course, this final here, aiming for the gold. Mirhashem Hosseini needed to find something different, as you said. He's managed to do that. These twisting kicks working well.
Finding that body armour, exactly the same as Dae-hoon.
When to go forward, when to go back, and so does Red. It's a case of both of them know their own distance, and they just like to exchange.
Well, into the open stance, and here another test of the head guards and body armours. So it's testing times for all concerned here. Mirhashem Hosseini beginning to creep back into this contest. Dae-hoon started fast. We're fast approaching the end of the first round here. Very good punch again, cuts it to 2 for sure. And the judges, no love for the punch. I think we could hear that from the back of the arena. They're going to go back to their coaches. That's at 6-3. Good signs though from Hosseini.
Much better to see. I think he's really given Dae-hoon something to think about there. So he needs to be ready in that second round. Excellent to see though.
We're just seeing
well, the conversation before Dae-hoon in depth, his dad used to run the gym. He started taekwondo at 3, so he says that he used to train every day and had no choice. They didn't go home, so he would train for 5 and 6 hours a day from the age of 5 and then into the Korean system, so that he doesn't get tired. The kicks to him are boring almost.
Just
it's
normal.
just normal.
Yeah, like walking. If you're doing it from 3 years old, it's like him just, getting up, brushing his teeth in the morning. He's just going to start kicking to the bathroom.
Exactly, and he's given the brush off to this man so far. But signs of a smile for the Iranian coming back into this.
Yeah, I think the last dying seconds of that first round is going to give us an insight into potentially how the second round could start. But Dae-hoon will be ready. If we're ready, he's going to be ready.
Yeah, when he duly is, he starts as the aggressor. Bit of a low block there with the knee. All that being validated. It looked like a sore one, a gam jump. The referee says yes. Points changed to 7-5, and yes, excellent refereeing there. Impressed with that.
Yeah, excellent to take those off.
And an excellent sign of respect between the two. As you say, those points taken off. Little handshake. Hosseini unintentional. The intent of Dae-hoon is clear. Look at the strength in the clinch there. A bit too strong perhaps.
You can see Dae-hoon doesn't like the clinch or love the clinch, so what he does well. Either ties them up and moves back out. But very strong either way, John.
Yeah, as you say, very strong going either way, but a very strong response here from Hosseini. Finds a little gap there. You mentioned that coming out of that middle distance, the Iranian finds him again, but Dae-hoon, champions respond.
Yeah, that counter, shift out back leg again, changing it up, chop kick, front leg to the face. But still quite close. Dae-hoon has really had to step up though.
As you mentioned there, the clinch only being used to kill the clock there from the Korean. Steps out, avoids the head kick. And it's those little insights that you're providing there, Sarah, that are the key, because people are attracted to the kicks and the blocks as they rein in here. But the work in that close distance, that's what can make the biggest difference.
And it has done, I think, for me, Hosseini, that short distance is really where he's been able to capitalise his shots.
Who can capitalise here? It is, of course, a full contact martial art and combat sport, so the doctor required here. A bit of a sore one, looked like a knobbly knee clashing against each other there. Never fun.
And those little knee injuries, the little bruises, they tend to be the most painful as well.
It's right on the bone, isn't it?
Always the way.
Well, this one is on the bone, but near the knuckle as well. Yeah, there was the clash of knees. Hosseini felt it straight away. Dae-hoon had another fly kick there on the way through.
Yeah, the adrenaline will keep him going for the next round, I'm sure. I would think that this injury wouldn't cause too much problems. With a bit of freeze spray on, it should be alright.
Yeah, as you say, the magic freeze spray from the doctor. Nice etiquette from both. The referee having a little look at this one here. He can play the video replay card on his own, maybe checking to see a potential gam job. So was it an intentional knee block? But it didn't look like it from this angle, but they will have, well, every angle, as do you at home. And of course, plenty more taekwondo, 2 more days of taekwondo action. It's been a good start.
Yeah, I was just going to say it has been a good start today, so we're looking forward to the rest of the weekend. They've got a lot to live up to for tomorrow and Sunday, I think.
Yeah, a lot to live up to and a lot to go for here. The gold medal in the Grand Prix. And of course, a little limp there from Dae-hoon. As you said, the adrenaline will kick in as they kick each other and push themselves towards the end here. $5 for a win though, not too bad.
It's not bad, is it? It's not bad.
Nice weekend's work.
Buy you a nice bit of food, won't it?
Yeah, but no one really making a meal of it here so far. Both coaches keeping their calm and keeping the counsel of both fighters.
Looking to work in that short distance and then taking that second or third.
So Mirhashem Hosseini goes back to his coach, just gets rid of some sweat from the head guard there. They are working very hard, of course, under the TV lights. But who can light up the arena here? Big opportunities for both men. I've lost track of how many times they've had to shake hands, but anyway, who's going to be holding the medal in their hands at the end? And which colour is it going to be at the moment? The Iranian heading for second prize, but as you said, Sarah, still close, only 3 points.
Very close. Another 2 points there from Dae-hoon. Relentless, finding those shots. Didn't quite get that body shot there, but a punch there from Hosseini. Tying him up there. Hosseini strong in that short distance.
Yeah, he loves a chop kick to the back of the head as well, does the Iranian. So, as you say, Dae-hoon has done his homework. Back leg from both. Blasting home there from Dae-hoon. Good block from the Iranian. Punch over the top.
But no dramatics, which is nice to see, in contrast to one of our previous matches.
Absolutely, the only drama here in terms of who's going to get the scores on the board. Mirhashem Hosseini comes close as we come close to the end of another excellent round here. Round number 2 is in the books. That's the Korean retaining his 4-point lead. Limping a little bit perhaps, Dae-hoon.
I think they both look a little bit wounded, John, so it's probably, you know, quite quite even for the both. But that's what you get, you know, you're fighting the best in the world, you're having 3-4 matches, you're going to get bruises, you're going to hurt. One more round left. I think it's going to be an exciting last round.
And you've been in many a final, both European, world, top level finals. Do you ever fight uninjured, or have you always got something?
I don't think you can be a taekwondo world-class athlete, or even not even just the, you know, the world top level, you know, because everyone's still striving for that opportunity and still competing everywhere. You're never going to be 100% injury-free. And even when you retire, you know, it hurts.
Yeah, I can testify to that as we both sit here in the commentary box in our relative luxury. Creaking, exactly. I thought it was the floorboards, so I was going to blame it on that. But treading the boards here and treading on thin ice at the moment, the man from Iran. 4 points down. And thankfully, the protector test not needed this time.
A little bit of a limp, as you say,
yep.
Both players.
Nice little drag down the body protector there from Dae-hoon. As you mentioned previously, just when you think, well, you could fight the clock, you've got the lead, why don't you counter, why don't you wait? The Iranian, yeah, he is struggling. Doesn't look as if he's continuing there, has a little nod to his coach and the doctor. Is he going to be able to continue?
I think he'll give it another go, but he's saying no, but...
Yeah, there's a big shake of the head there. The referee has to be wary of the fact that his job is the safety of the fighters. And it's a definite big injury. Doctor required. Never nice to see this. You've had a few knee injuries yourself, Sarah. You know how this feels.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, knee injuries always make me
Wince,
cringe. Ooh,
yeah, well, same position there. They tested that. Yeah.
I hope that wasn't what I thought it was.
Yeah, that looked like an ACL injury, of which
it would be. You know what? It's a shame for any athlete, but for someone up and coming, exciting, young, you know, to have a major injury, I pray that it's not the injury that we are both thinking. So. Very sad to see.
Yep, very sad to see, but it is a full contact sport. Dae-hoon, very respectful, waiting there, and didn't take any free kicks there when he could have. The referee left the door open, but Dae-hoon waited. And of course, well, the wait will be over now. It's going to be a gold medal, no question about it, for Dae-hoon, either by way of points or indeed by way of the referee stopping the contest. And when they do that little manipulation to test for the knee, it's usually for the ACL, and I know, Sarah, it's not. I've had the same injury. It's not much fun to look at.
I mean, I don't think they need to be playing with it. To be fair,
yeah,
right now,
exactly.
let's. Why are you making him scream on the mat? He's clearly done something really serious to his knee. Let's just leave him alone. We don't have to diagnose it on the mat.
Exactly. The only diagnosis needed was the main man, Dae-hoon. Not the way he would like to have done it, but he'll take the gold, he'll take the $5,000, and of course our thoughts, and as you said, Sarah, our thoughts and prayers with him that he gets a quick recovery. Silver medal, but those type of knee injuries, they can take a bit of a time to recover.
Yeah, and it almost does look like a classic ACL. I'm really hoping that it's not, because you never know, it could be a lot of things, but you know, the way when you do hurt such a major ligament, you do tend to not know what it is at first, and you think, oh, I can carry on, and then it's, you know, it's like you can't, it's something's gone.
Yep, and gone from this competition, but a lovely show of respect.
Dae-hoon is, again, he's an inspiration, he's a nice person, very, very respectful.